I'm reviewing a book chapter by chapter. The book is Imzadi by Peter David, and today I am talking about chapter 42. Chapter 42 lets me see exactly what Peter David is good at, which is sort of like slapstick and action. Um, because the chapter starts with Admiral Riker, who's let back from the future to save Deanna from assassination, and he's succeeded, but he's still there. So clearly she's still in danger. So first he goes to Data's quarters because Commodore Data has also let back in time to kill Deanna to preserve the timeline. So he finds a Commander Data in his quarters, but disassembled and turned off, and he found Data's head in a closet wrapped in a sheet. So he just turns the head on, and the body is being worked remotely by Data's heads. But for whatever reason, he decides not to put the head back on the body. So it's a little strange to be like, so you have this picture of Admiral Riker with Data's head tucked under his arm, and he goes into a turbolift. And of course, a flustered and bewildered Barclay sees this, and he's like, well, Admiral Riker, that guy I saw in the holodeck, which I thought was a hologram, is out here, and that's impossible. And then he sees Data's head tucked under his arm, and he's like, well, that's impossible. And then Data's body comes into the turbo lift and shoves him aside, and he's like, that I can't take it anymore. And as soon as Data and Data's head and the body leave the turbo lift, Barclay just passes out. And the fight scene later was really well written. It was resolved just fine. It was action packed. It reminded me of the end of a pretty good Star Trek episode. I wish the whole book was like this, and for Peter David to not ever write about romantic relationships ever again.